Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode of the Weekly Compass, we're going to take a look at the energies for November 16th through the 22nd. Before we get into the reading, I just wanted to mention, in case you weren't aware, I have several very affordable services available on my website. I have the full numerology report, the Numerology Year Ahead Personal Forecast, and love languages with numerology. So if those sound like something you might be interested in, then head on over to my website and book some time with me. The links are in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. So I pulled an animal spirit card to see what the overall energy for this week may hold. And it was interesting, we got weasel spirit. And what weasel has to say is, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So interesting energies this week. I think that we're going to be called to go within a lot. I think that we're going to be called to observe before we react, to observe before we get involved with a situation. So just be mindful of that when something comes up for you and you feel the need to jump in and try to influence or change a situation. Try to stand back for a moment and really observe the situation and kind of see what comes up for you and let that help you decide how to move forward. So at the beginning of the week, we have this energy of clarity and new communication coming in for you. Well, for us. This feels like a light energy. This feels like some kind of, again, communication, contact from somebody that maybe you were waiting to hear from. So it could be about a job offer. It could be about contracting with someone. It could be about information coming in around a relationship that sort of brings an aha moment with it. But it's information that will help you to get your footing in whatever this situation is for you. So where things might have felt a little bit in flux prior to this, it's like all of a sudden some insight or communication comes in for you that sheds light on whatever this is and that helps you move forward. Or to make a decision on how you want to move forward. So I do feel like at the beginning of this week, there's going to be that opportunity to observe. So observe the information coming in, kind of take stock of all of the information before you make a decision. But it does feel like information coming in that's meant to assist you moving forward. So see how that comes in. If it's around relationships or something like that, and it doesn't have to be romantic, it can be friendships or whatever. It could be information that, or truth that you maybe didn't want to hear or that you were aware of but didn't want to take action on. But now it's like the truth or the clarity is so strong that there's kind of no denying it. So you need to make a decision based off of that, okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's helping you to potentially move out of a situation that may not be working for you and into something else that will, okay? Then we move into midweek, and it's interesting. We have this energy of, again, self-expression, standing in your own authenticity, standing in your power, sort of knowing the direction that you want to move into with clarity and confirmation. But there's also this energy of the potential of taking on too much. And then beating yourself up for it when you're not able to accomplish all that you want to accomplish. And so there's this energy of asking you to express yourself the way that you want to express yourself and to take, to move towards the goals that you want to move towards in confidence, but to also be aware of sort of meeting yourself in the middle, right? So it's like if you feel like you're taking on too much, then you probably are. And instead of beating yourself up for it, find ways to mitigate that. Find ways to sort of decide what is most important to you in this moment to move towards, and what can you put on the back burner. Because there's, it's about finding that balance between the action and the stillness. And if you take on too much, then guess what? You're constantly in action mode. And so it's really about not burdening yourself at this time, but also not giving up on those things that you want to achieve. And so it's finding that healthy balance, and then being kind to yourself and gentle to yourself when you realize or become aware that you're not able to accomplish it all. Okay, not right now anyway, not in this moment. That doesn't mean you can't do it in the long term, but the call is to really focus your energy on the things that you really want to see flourish and grow at this time. And those things that are sort of taking up space, but that you've been too afraid to let go of for this moment, not forever, but just at this time, there's just a call to maybe release those things or put them on the back burner for now, and focus your energy on those things that you want to see grow, those things that you want to really achieve in the coming months. Okay, so interesting energy there. I really feel like there's this call for balance, but there's also this call to definitely go after those things that you want to go after, those visions, those goals, those inspirations, full steam ahead. But also be aware and be mindful and be tuned into your own energy to know when you're overdoing it, to where you're spreading yourself too thin. Because that can lead to burnout, right? And that can lead to frustration, and that can lead to beating yourself up when you don't need to beat yourself up. So just a call there for some balance, to express yourself authentically and the way that you feel comfortable doing so, but not to the extreme to where you're just burning out, okay? And then we move into the end of the week, and it's interesting. We have again this call for balance, but this energy of sort of giving back. There's this energy of, if there's a place where you feel like you have been taking or receiving that feels out of balance to the amount of time that you've been giving, then this is a call to sort of find your equilibrium there. And that can be as simple as giving away a free service or some of your time for free. So maybe volunteering or something like that. It doesn't have to be, monetary. It doesn't have to be money based. It can just be about your time and giving your time, maybe going and seeing loved ones who you haven't seen in a while, and just, because you haven't had time, maybe making the time to do that, and just creating the space to spend the time with the people that, you care about, that maybe you haven't made the time for recently. But then also giving back to your community. Remember, we're still in that 6th universal energy this month that is all about community and family and health. And so this can also be about making sure that you're finding your balance with your own health, okay? But I'm really getting that sense of community and family. So if there's an opportunity for you to work at a homeless shelter, or work at a food bank, or donate to a food bank or something like that for the Thanksgiving holidays or whatever, right? However it comes up for you, but there's this call for, if you have the means to be able to do so, then do so. And again, that doesn't just have to be about financially. That can be about being in service to others by simply giving of your time. Okay, so maybe going to a nursing home and spending time with the elderly, or, however it comes in for you, where you are also getting some kind of fulfillment out of it, but that you are giving of yourself in some way. So there's a really big call for that at the end of the week. So see how that comes in for you. And, if you're like, I don't have the time to do that, but you have the financial resources to do that, then give financially, right? Money is also an energy. And so when we can circulate that energy and have a good relationship with that and share that energy, that's also, putting money into our own cup, right? And like putting energy back into our own cup and fulfilling us while we help to fulfill others. So really beautiful energy of community, of family, of sharing, of finding the balance between give and take, that sort of thing. So, however that comes in for you, but that's what's coming in pretty strongly at this time. So, yeah, I hope that it's a beautiful week for you all. This is really beautiful energy. Again, remember Weasel's wise message of be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. Okay? So, all right, take care, everyone. Bye for now.